The Warriors just became the NBA's worst nightmare. The Golden State Warriors have done it again. Just when it seemed like their dynasty was fading into the background, the franchise has reloaded, retooled, and reminded the basketball world why they are one of the most feared teams in NBA history. Their preseason performance against the Los Angeles Lakers wasn't just a tune-up game, it was a statement. A statement that the Warriors are back, rejuvenated, and ready to reclaim their spot atop the NBA hierarchy. The dynasty isn't dead, it's recharged. For years, critics have been quick to write off the Warriors. After multiple championships, injuries, and an evolving Western Conference landscape, many believed Golden State's window had closed. But if the preseason is any indication, the Warriors have managed to find the perfect balance between veteran leadership and youthful energy, a combination that could make them the NBA's worst nightmare in 2025-26. At the center of it all, of course, is Stephen Curry. Now entering his 17th season, Curry continues to defy logic. Against the Lakers, he played less than 15 minutes and still poured in 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting, looking as sharp and confident as ever. His ability to dictate tempo, bend defenses, and score from anywhere on the floor remains unmatched. What's even scarier for opponents is that Curry doesn't have to do it all himself anymore. The arrival of Jimmy Butler, a new defensive identity. The addition of Jimmy Butler has transformed the Warriors overnight. Known for his grit, toughness, and playoff mentality, Butler brings an edge that this roster sorely needed. During his debut in Golden State colors, Butler immediately showcased his versatility, defending multiple positions, facilitating the offense, and keeping the team's energy level high. Butler's fit with Steve Kerr's system looked seamless. Instead of dominating the ball, he played within the Warriors' motion offense, cutting smartly and finding open teammates like Moses Moody and Brandon Podziemski. His presence adds a layer of intensity and accountability that could take Golden State's defense to another level. As one Western Conference scout reportedly said after watching the game, the league should be worried. The Warriors didn't just add a star, they added a dog. Jimmy Butler with Steph Curry is a terrifying combination. Moses Moody and the youth movement. One of the reasons the Warriors have become so dangerous again is their young core stepping up. Moses Moody, in particular, looked poised for a breakout season. The 23-year-old guard played with confidence and aggression, contributing 16 points while defending at a high level. His maturity and composure stood out, as he moved well without the ball, knocked down open shots, and held his own against the Lakers' backcourt. This is the version of Moody the Warriors have been waiting for, the one who can balance Curry's shooting with defensive versatility and consistent effort. Alongside other promising players like Jonathan Kuminga and Trayce Jackson-Davis, Golden State finally looks like a team capable of winning both now and in the future. Steve Kerr's tactical masterclass. Head coach Steve Kerr deserves a ton of credit for the way he managed his team in the preseason opener. Instead of over-relying on his veterans, Kerr experimented with rotations, allowing younger players to gain confidence while still running the Warriors' trademark motion offense. Kerr started the game with a bold small ball lineup, Curry, Moody, Podziemski, Butler, and Draymond Green, and it worked beautifully. The ball zipped around, the spacing was elite, and the defense communicated on every possession. It looked like vintage Warriors basketball but with a fresh twist. Kerr's approach was clear: this isn't about living in the past. It's about building the next chapter of the Warriors dynasty, one where Curry leads a balanced, well-rounded roster that can adapt to any opponent. Pat Spencer and the power of depth. The biggest surprise of the night came from Pat Spencer, a former lacrosse star who's carving out a role as a hard-nosed, intelligent guard. Spencer's energy off the bench was contagious. He scored 8 points and added 3 assists, all while playing relentless defense. His presence symbolizes what makes this Warriors team so dangerous: depth and hunger. Golden State isn't just a group of established stars anymore, they're a collective of veterans and grinders who know their roles and play unselfishly. A message to the league. The Warriors' 104-96 win over the Lakers wasn't just a preseason box score, it was a warning shot to the rest of the NBA. Curry looks ageless, Butler brings fire, Green anchors the defense, and the young players are finally ready to contribute at a high level. Every possession felt purposeful, every rotation looked disciplined, and every player seemed bought into Kerr's vision. For years, teams have tried to copy Golden State's formula: spacing, shooting, movement, chemistry, but there's only one Warriors team. And now, they've found a new identity built on experience, defense, and hunger. The nightmare begins again. It's still early, but the message is loud and clear: the Golden State Warriors are not done. They may not be the same team that won championships in 2015 or 2018, but this version might be even more balanced. The blend of Curry's brilliance, Butler's toughness, Kerr's leadership, and the young core's growth makes them a legitimate contender once again. As one fan perfectly put it after the game, you can't kill what's already legendary. The Warriors aren't rebuilding. They're reloading. And for the rest of the NBA, that's the worst nightmare imaginable.